Hey everybody, ravdav here, and I have the oft requested and yet to this point failed to deliver base tour. So I'm going to cut through some of these parts. I'm not going to travel to each of them manually, whatever, teleport to them. I'm just going to cut between them, so follow along. And here we have our kind of, I don't know if it's the most protected part of the base, but we have a lot of chests of stuff. And really, I mean, some of it's really not that good, but it's a lot of our supplies. Now in here we have a little automatic brewing stand for fire resistance potions. You just hit this button and it puts the ingredients in. Yeah. Those are nice to have those. You're headed to the nether or whatever. We used to have some really good stuff in here. And really good stuff by I mean when we weren't that good. We had some really good stuff. I had P3 gear. I don't think we have too much hidden in here anymore though. But that's kind of that part of the base. We've got a head of walls around the outside here. We had a little bit of sugarcane. The sugarcane did us for a very long time. Just a couple rows on that, and of course more heads until we did our really big sugarcane farm. I'll get to that. Lots more heads. Hunter Chan, he went outside our base with his god and flying, and he mined all of our lily pads. So those are what those are. We do have a couple grinders, pig zombies. How many we got? 103. I should smash those down and try and get my thing. So we got some zombies and skeletons. So just a couple of our grinders down here. Let me go upstairs real quick and show this off. Yeah, we used to push gravel here to get gunpowder. Don't ask. That was back in the day. That was back with the brewing stands. So now we have potions everywhere, some haste. There's all our brewing supplies. We do have some fireworks supplies right in here, all the colors and stuff. Tons of potions. Um, yeah, so that's the first couple floors. Let me move up, and I'll be right back. Now, can opener's not on at the moment, and so I'm going to show off her house. And I think she has some dirt in here so people can't ender pearl in if they ever got in. Let's see what she has. She keeps all kinds of stuff. I think mostly for scrolls. That's what a lot of those chests are that we have in our downstairs. Just tons of stuff for scrolls. She even has a compass in here. She must have been working on a scroll. But I'm going to get out of here before she notices I was in and thinks I took anything. If you guys have seen my first MCMMO video, you understand what this is. This is our original acro grinder that we had. It also has our cactus on here. Cactus works pretty good at bringing in a little bit of extra money. I know it's not near as much as IGs and whatnot, but Cactus, when they did the entity stacking, shoot, Cactus was almost as good as our IGs were for a minute. But there's this. I mean, this is still here. We just haven't changed this space. We move on to other ones and haven't needed it yet. I'm sure one day, if the reset takes a while, we'll probably go ahead and convert this to something else. And here we have it, the AFK pool right by the IGs. So you can see that Twilight's actually at school right now, and she's just sitting there AFK and got a few heads in here. Sorry if one of them are yours. Let me know. Comment if you saw your head on the wall in the first part. Go back and take a look and see if you saw your head anywhere. And if you do, well, I'm sorry. Most of the heads we've cut off ourselves. I have got a few from raids though. So when we've overclaimed and stuff, and they had some heads, we grabbed them. But here's the iron coming in. It's not too bad. And this is what gives us some of our money. Mecham especially sells a lot of gear, so she's the Costco of the server. She's changed her name to that temporarily before. But man, we just got a lot of chests, and they always seem to just have junk in them. Yeah, a couple fishing rods, but all right, on to the next part. Okay, here we have our. If you haven't figured out what I do in this room, I make cakes in this room. Now, before we had this closed off and it was just a cow grinder with an AFK pool, we've got just one cow spawner up above, and it grinds, and it's okay on it. They seem to be doing pretty good right here. And then I make cakes in here for the scrolls. I can get milk, and then also for the scrolls with the kill 30 cows, I can just erect them right there. Let me go up in here. We don't use this part of our base way too much. It was kind of a backup. We put a lot of our some stuff in here, and have a little bit of food, have some of our chests, and have even some brewing stands in case we needed to bunker down in a different part of our base. We just got a lot of stuff up here that we can always fall back on. Oh, that one's not even empty. That's why it's not protected. So this one has some windows also where we can peruse out. We've had some people come in and try and attack us, and then you can see them through the window if they're crouching, and then you can throw poison potions at them. It always gets them excited, and then they think you're hacking an X-raying, but it's that's always fun. All right, on to the next part. That kind of part was not too impressive. All right, you've seen parts of this before. This is my good game sugarcane farm, and count them with me. We got 1, 2. This is the 3rd floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know where I'm at. 10. Oops. 11 floors of sugarcane, and those are all just as big as each other. And then up here we have a big cave spider grinder. It doesn't spawn as many as I'd like. We have our little fishing pond. I showed this off in the squirrels tutorial, so you can come up here and fish a little bit. In addition to this, you can see the McDonald's sign right here. My daughter here we've got some cows, some wolves, and chickens in there. We used to have a lot bigger chicken spawner thing going on, but they kind of nerfed the chickens, so we took that out. And then, so the McDonald's sign. Twilight built a restaurant up here. Let me get up here. Stairs certainly could be more convenient. Here's some stairs. So here's the little restaurant she made. I thought it was cute. Why does she have so many of my heads up here? Gee. I guess I'm for dinner. And what does she have in here? Horse armor. Cool. So she has that. I don't even know what all this is. This changes up here. This is kind of their Twilight's area. She goes up here with Mecham a little bit, and they just make just little fun stuff up in here. Sure, it's factions, but she has some fun building stuff in here as well. What do we got on this floor? This one looks kind of... Whoa, that was some lag there for a second. This looks like it just might be nothing. What do we got on here? Oh, I've seen this before. Hey, Mecham showed me this. This is kind of cool. I'll show it off real quick. Well, she'll be okay with that. Hit this lever, and this automatically grows grass and flowers and stuff. If you get down in here, maybe. You just run back and forth and punch it, and it automatically replants it. So you can get flowers and stuff for dye. I know red ones aren't too uncommon, but you just run back and forth. I guess you could get some herbalism levels from it too. She had this cleared out, so I'll put it back the way it was. But you can get wheat seeds, some poppy, and some dandelion that way. I think she was doing that for some fireworks stuff. Oh yeah, I helped set this one up. This is a little garbage disposal. So underneath this dispenser, there's a block of lava source, and so we didn't set this up to a timer, but basically you just put your stuff into this chest, and it feeds down through the dispenser, the hopper into the dispenser, and then every time you hit that, another one just disappears into the lava. But just thinking of stuff to do, and that's about as far as we got there. All right, I guess that's all the floors there, and let me see what else I got. Okay, and then a base tour wouldn't be complete without a little showing off of our pixel art. So there we have our Batman logo. Had to kind of clean a hole up for that one, but there's our Mario pixel art, and a quick shot of Mega Man before the cloud cuts off his head. Okay, and last and most importantly, we have our minion. So hope you enjoyed that. it's our base. It's a little bit of fun, and Twilight certainly has some areas she gets to play in. It holds our stuff for us, has a place for us to stick our IGs, and have a couple things for us to do our grinding on. So it's uh it's our base. Gee, how could I almost forget? We have our little repair station in here. The acro grinder starts here. We've got an ally warp here, and this is, of course, you've seen this before, our acrobatics grinder. And I do have the automatic one still set up over here. If you haven't seen that, go check out that video. But it doesn't work for our allies anymore unless we set the permissions, which is kind of sad. But here's the automatic one, of course. And it was extended a little bit more down into, let me hop down here, into the underground. I think I'd mentioned that one before. And I planted some sugar cane out here for our friends to use. This part isn't claimed. And yeah, so this is where our first base used to be. And so we had an acrobatics grinder nearby, and we just kind of still have a home set here, and that way we can get back, use this grinder, and our friends can use it. And so hopefully that now wraps it up. That's all the base that I have claimed. And yeah, easy enough. Leave me a comment. Tell me if there's any improvements I could make. Let me know if you have any questions about anything, about why we do anything. And no, you can't have the base coordinates. If you're going to raid me, you got to do it legit and find me. And I think plenty of people already know where I'm at. So you'll have to ask one of them. And see you guys on the next episode.